Hello there, everyone on YouTube. This is Jeff from jeffmobile.com, and welcome you all back to my channel on YouTube, which is Jeff Mobile with a G. And today, the subject of this video is I'd like to introduce what's called the natural planning process. Now, if you've ever gone on a vacation and you've organized your vacation yourself, you've decided where you want to go on your vacation, you decided what you wanted to bring along with you on your vacation, you planned all the tickets and the hotel and everything you needed, figured out where you wanted to eat and all the things you wanted to see. You have experienced the natural planning process. And I think the idea of a vacation is a really great example of planning because it does require, unless you're just going to head out without any plans and just see where life takes you, vacation is a good example of how planning is used and how the mind naturally plans things. Now, this comes from the theory behind this so-called natural planning process comes from one of my favorite authors, who is David Allen. Now, he wrote the book Getting Things Done, or GTD, Getting Things Done, quite a few years ago, but it's still very relevant today. A lot of the ideas in there are very, very practical. And so I'll briefly sort of tell you what the natural planning process is. Well, first of all, there's the defining the purpose and principles. So this means if you need to figure out what is your purpose for your trip or your vacation. Maybe these are general goals for your life, and the principles are the guiding principles that you really feel are important to you, such as maybe on my vacation I really want to experience interesting food of another culture. Or maybe my purpose is I really want to experience seeing professional sports, like going to a football game down in the US, seeing the Super Bowl, or attending a actual World Cup game in person. Would be amazing. So anyways, those are some of the purposes and principles. Now, if you're going on a vacation, you probably want to imagine in your mind what it would be like to go to this country or this city. And so that's what's called the outcome visioning. Outcome visioning is part number 2. And what this means is you have a picture or visualization in your mind of what you want the outcome of your vacation to be. Or you can picture yourself either, maybe, for example, if you really want to, I'll change the subject. If you didn't want to go vacation, say you want to lose weight. So you vision yourself as being a healthier person, in better shape, and you can see yourself walking down the street. The new you. Okay, so that's your outcome visioning. And then the third step, there's actually 5 steps in this process. The third step is to brainstorm. Now, what you need to do in this step is basically write down or think about all the possible things that you need to do, the steps, the tasks that you need to do to accomplish this goal. If my goal was to go see a Seattle Seahawks game down in Seattle, I would probably want to think about, well, maybe I need to get a passport to cross the border to go to the USA from Canada, or maybe I would need to buy tickets to the game. And all these things, I might think of them in different orders, so I might not think of them all in the correct sequence. But at this point, it's important not to turn down one of these ideas because it may be seem out of place. Just collect all your possible ideas. Like maybe when you're in Seattle, you wanted to eat at a raw vegan restaurant. So then write that down. You may go before the game or after the game, doesn't really matter. So finally, the fourth step, not finally, but there's actually one more step after that. The fourth step is to organize all these items. So take all these ideas, organize them based on priority, what's most important, the sequence of things, and that will get you going. And then finally, the 5th step, to get going on your plan, start making progress towards your goals, the idea is to identify the next actions. The next actions are things that you can actually do and that there's nothing blocking you from doing those tasks. So a next action may be to call the restaurant in Seattle to see if they're open, or go to the passport office and fill the form in to get your passport. Or if you're going to be losing weight, maybe the next action would be to book an appointment with a personal trainer to give you a plan for doing your fitness. So that is what's called the natural planning process. And I'll just repeat those steps again. So it's number 1, defining purpose and principles. Number 2, outcome visioning. And number 3, brainstorming. Number 4, organizing. And number 5, identifying next actions. And I think this is a general process that if you follow these steps, you can pretty much plan anything and accomplish anything you really want to do, even if it's something that takes many, many steps to do. If you'd like more information about the natural planning process, I recommend checking out David Allen's excellent book called Getting Things Done. One of my favorite books. It's helped my life immensely in terms of organizing my clarity of my purpose and how I accomplish the goals that I want to achieve. And definitely it's recommended. It's used a lot by people in leadership roles and executive roles, people who have a lot of demands on their time and also have the ability to choose to some degree what they do to accomplish those tasks. So thanks again for watching this video. I look forward to hearing your comments about the natural planning process. And please do leave your comments below if you have any ideas or suggestions if you don't agree with one of these steps. And I would look forward to talking to you more. And if you like my videos and discussions, please click the button below, the subscribe button on YouTube, and you'll get an update on my latest videos as well. Thanks again for watching, and I wish you a really excellent day. Bye-bye for now, and take care.